What happened to the Mayan civilization?
We are the Pleiadians, and we are working with the Mayan elders. We welcome them as they step in. Much like any ancient civilization of the past, there was a gradual transition from form and into spirit. Our time was not so much complete as we had gained so much from intergalactic tribes and elders and were forced with very challenging circumstances and situations on a physical earth. Those of us who are elders are still existent in a different dimension. And this is the case for many others, tribal or otherwise, Atlanteans, Lemurians. We're still present on the earth, which is, we know, hard to accept. We just exist in a frequency and in a dimension that humanity is no longer in. In other words, we have taken parts of ourselves and fragmented and gone back to a fractal type of existence and reconfigured somewhere else and continued our lives. And we are guiding those on the earth plane who are most in need of what it was that we learned. Now, there are physical stories that we could share, having a great deal to do with the shift of the planet and different polarities that were taking place at the time. Much like the pole shift that many of you have been walking through in the last several years, we experienced a similar anomaly, a great solar and radiant transition and shift in polarity that happened in a different way, a more accelerated way, perhaps, and speaks to some of the demise of our civilization. Waters rose, and the temperature of the earth fluctuated, and there was a gradual disintegration process. Many of us found it very difficult to survive in this climate, and this contributed also to our physical transitions. But regardless of this, we knew very well, many of us who were taught from the intergalactics who were our messengers, that we would go through this transition. And we understood that on the other side, we would realize our purpose, that all that we had experienced on earth was a precursor and a blessing for those who would follow. And we continue to believe that this is our purpose for supporting and assisting humanity.